The VMSG Dashboard Performance Management System is an advanced operational planning system which assists you in the development of and facilitates the ongoing management of your operational plans. Think of the operational plan as the project plan to implement your overall strategic plan. The dashboard provides all of the tools needed to assure that the plan is always up to date so that you can manage the performance of your organization to the plan that you've developed. The easiest way to demonstrate the power of the dashboard for the development and management of your operational plans is to walk you through the actual development of a plan and take a quick look at some of the tools that will help you to manage the plan going forward. In this module, we'll develop part of the operational plan for the implementation of a performance management system to meet PHAB Accreditation Standard 9.1, which is use a performance management system to monitor achievement of organizational objectives. This example operational plan will show you the actual steps involved in the development of a plan from top to bottom. In this module, we'll develop the plan with vision, mission, values, a specific initiative, and its goals, objectives, and activities. Then we'll assign objective and activity leaders and teams to identify who will have the responsibility for the ongoing management of the plan activities. After that, we'll assign external partners to the activities. These are the folks outside of your department who will help you to perform the activities you've planned. Next, we'll categorize the plan elements. Categorization will assist you to identify any gaps and overlaps in the plan across the entire organization. Is there a hole in the plan that should be covered, or are there multiple groups doing the same thing in the department? Then, we'll attach and categorize a document to one of the activities for future reference. Last, we'll review a couple of the reports and tools you can use to manage the plans. Using these reports and tools will allow you to assure that everyone is doing their part to implement the plan and manage the results. Okay, let's build a plan to implement PHAB Standard 9.1, use a performance management system to monitor achievement of organizational objectives. We'll be developing our plan in our demonstration organization, USA Public Health. From the Organizations tab, we'll select USA Public Health. Now we'll select the Groups tab, and from here we'll select the appropriate group for this initiative. In this case, we'll put the initiative under the Office of Performance Improvement, or OPI. First, we'll enter the vision, mission, and values for the OPI group. As you can see here, the department's vision, mission, and values have already been established, so we'll just inherit them from this group into the OPI group. First, we'll navigate back to the OPI group and select the Vision, Mission, and Values tab. Now we'll just click the copy button here and follow the prompts. Now that we've copied the vision, mission, and values from the department, we can edit these if necessary for this specific group. Services and initiatives are the top level of the actual operational plan. A service just identifies what we are doing, and an initiative identifies what we want to do in the future. So let's go to the Services and Initiatives tab and add a service or initiative. In this case, it'll be an initiative since it's a project we'll be working on going forward. Let's add the new initiative by clicking on the blue plus button, and we'll just paste in the text here and click Save. Now let's change the order of the initiatives on the screen here. Now that we've identified what we want to do, let's start identifying the steps we'll need to get us there. The goals will outline how we get to our initiative, the implementation of a performance management system. We'll navigate to the Goals screen. As you can see, we've already entered a couple of goals. Let's enter a new goal to research existing performance management systems. Since it's a new goal, we'll assume that it'll be on track and we'll leave the status as green. While we're here, let's make this the number 1 goal by renumbering goals 1 and 3. As the plan develops, there will probably be several more goals around things like training and integration. At this point, we may want to set the status of Goal 2 to yellow based on the note about the IT resources not being available to develop a custom system. Yellow indicates that there's a potential issue that we'll want to keep an eye on. Next, we'll establish a few objectives which, when completed, will allow us to accomplish the goal of researching existing performance management systems. Let's add an objective to contact other health departments. As we go down the pyramid of planning elements, they'll get more specific. Objectives are generally entered in a SMART format. SMART objectives are specific in that they target a specific area for improvement. Measurable because they quantify or at least suggest an indicator of progress. Attainable. They're designed to assure that the end can be achieved. Realistic in that they state what results can realistically be achieved given the available resources. And time-related. They specify when the results can be achieved. You can see that, in addition to being SMART, the objectives have a little bit more detail than the goals, specifically the assignment of an objective leader. At the objective level, this person is responsible for the completion of the overall objective, but may have others assigned at the activity level to assist. We'll see this in a few minutes. The gold status indicates that the objective has been completed successfully. The green status indicates that the objective is progressing as it should be. From this objective, we'll develop a few activities which will provide the detail on specifically which other health departments we're going to contact regarding their performance management system and when. As you can see, we've entered activities to contact 3 other health departments. Let's add a 4th activity to contact the La Paz County Health Department. This screen has significantly more detail than the objective screen. Here you can assign a performance metric to indicate how you'll know when the activity has been successfully completed. You'll also enter a start date and end dates for the completion of the activity, as well as the % complete. Over here, you can select the team leader and team members for this activity. And just below it, you can select any activity partners. Up here, you can also select the activities which you'd like to roll up to the parent objective by checking the desired activities. The selected activities will automatically be summarized at the objective level. Once we've entered our operational plan, there are several powerful tools which will help us to execute and manage the performance of the plan. One of the most powerful tools in the system is the ability to categorize any planning elements across the entire organization. By tagging your planning elements at any level, you can go back later and search or report on any set of categories and subcategories. As an example, you may want to find all of the objectives which are involved with the PHAB accreditation process. Or maybe you want to see which goals are directly related to the Healthy People 2020 initiatives, or which activities are funded by the PHEP grant. Let's categorize our new objective as an internal service and PHAB Domain 9 Standard 9.1. By the way, you can have as many categories and subcategories assigned to each planning element as required. In a few minutes, we'll show you how you can search for planning elements tagged with specific categories and subcategories. One of the valuable features of the dashboard for management of the PHAB accreditation process is the ability to store all of the required documents in the system. Version-controlled documents can be attached to any planning element at any level. Once the documents are attached to a planning element, the documents themselves can be categorized to allow you to easily find them. Let's attach a brochure for the VMSG dashboard to the activity referencing it. Now let's categorize the document for PHAB Standard 9.1. Notice that the categorization button now has a little blue eye. This indicates that the item's been categorized. If you roll your mouse over the button, you can see all of the categories assigned. Later, when you need to find this document, you can just search by the category tags. Now that we've entered, tagged, and categorized the operational plan for implementing an automated performance management system, let's look at the various reports and tools which we can use to implement and manage the plan. Let's start by looking at the operational plan report for this initiative. An operational plan report can be generated for the entire organization or any group or even just a single service or initiative. Since we selected just the service/initiative that we entered, this report will show just the operational plan for that selected service. If we would have selected the OPI group and no service, we'd see the op plan for the entire group. Here you can see the service, goals, objectives, and activities we entered. Up here you can choose to see the plan at any planning element level. Next, let's look at the category tag report. This powerful report will show us the planning elements which have been categorized with specific categories and subcategories we select across any level of the organization or the entire organization. Let's look at the objectives that we categorized as internal service and PHAB Standard 9.1. This report shows the objectives we've categorized for service type equals internal and PHAB Standard 9.1. With this report, you could show every planning element across the entire department which has been tagged with these categories and subcategories. This is one of the most powerful tools in the dashboard. It's great for finding overlaps and gaps in services provided. Since we tagged each objective and activity with a team leader and activity team members, we can look across the entire organization to see the status of every objective and activity for a selected user. Here you can see all of the information for all of the activities for which Fred Erickson has been tagged as either team leader or team member. We also assigned activity partners to each activity. Let's look across the department to see all of the activities assigned to a specific partner or partner contact person. This report now shows all of the activities which are shared by our partner KCA. This report is very useful when you hold your review meetings with your partners. Partners can also be given access to specific groups in the department to allow them to update the activities for which they've been assigned. Another powerful tool is the Performance Management Dashboard. Here you can look at the real-time status of your department, a group, or a specific operational plan at any time by clicking on this traffic light. The dashboard shows you the overall status of the op plan, as well as the status of each individual team leader you've assigned. If there are specific objectives you'd like to keep your eye on, you can put them in your My Priorities quadrant on the dashboard. Each objective and activity has an associated performance chart. The performance charts let you look at the history of the updates to the planning element over time. Let's look at the performance chart for one of our new objectives. For the operational plan to be of ongoing value, it really needs to be updated regularly. Everyone is busy doing their real jobs, and often the updating of the plans in the dashboard isn't a high priority. To help everyone to keep the planning elements they've been assigned up to date, the dashboard can be configured to automatically send out status emails if their planning elements haven't been updated in a while, or anything is lagging or overdue. Let's set the reminders to go out on the first Wednesday of the month if the planning elements have not been updated in over 30 days, or any of them are lagging behind schedule or overdue. First, we'll turn on the reminders. Then we'll say, let's set for the first week of the month. Now we'll pick Wednesday. Now we'll select when the activities haven't been updated in 30 days, or if they're lagging behind schedule, or if they're overdue. That's all we have to do, and the reminders will go out automatically on the first Wednesday of every month. This is an example of the email to remind team leaders to update their information in the system on a regular basis. Here you can see the last time this person was in the dashboard doing updates. You can see how many activities are lagging behind schedule and how many activities are overdue. At the bottom, you can link right into the dashboard and then update your activities. About 80% or more of the users in the dashboard system are what we call occasional users. They typically just go in, update their activities, and get back out. To facilitate that and make it quick and simple for everyone, we've created a set of quick update screens. The quick update screens provide a little context for the activity and then just 3 simple fields to complete. You can save your changes and cycle through the activities just by clicking on the Save Next button. In just a few minutes, the users can log in, update their planning elements, and log back out. To review, in this module, we developed the plan including vision, mission, values, an initiative, goals, objectives, and activities. Assigned objective and activity leaders and teams. Assigned activity partners. Categorized the planning elements for cross-reference. Attached and categorized documents. And reviewed a couple of the reports and tools available to manage the plans. This concludes this module in the training series for the dashboard. If you have any questions or would like more information on the VMSG Dashboard Performance Management System, please contact us with the contact information here.